Attention citizens, nuclear strike imminent.
With so many styles and options available, building a camp in Fallout 76 can be one of the most fun things to do. So in this series, we're inviting you to rate our camps. So let's do this.
Hello Vault Dwellers and welcome to today's video. So I put out a poll just to see what kind of videos you guys might like, and a couple of people voted for building, and I've been thinking about doing some build stuff, so what better way to start than with Rate My Camp. This is one of the first camps that I really kind of got into merging, and I will do some videos on merging as well at some point, just in case that's something that you might be interested in, but it's something that I love and I'm really getting into, so yeah. But this is just pretty much going to be a showcase, and you can let me know on a scale of 1 to 10 what you think of my build. So let's take a look at the outside first. We'll start on the corner here. So I've got the fusion generator, which is, I got this from the Atom shop. It's one of these ones, let me show you. So these ones, utility box ones. So they're a lot smaller than the other ones, and they're quite nice. So what I've done with this one is I've merged my Nuka-Cola freezer inside it, and I can still access my freezer. And I just thought it looked pretty cool inside there. It kind of fits well in there, and I never know what to do with my generators. Like, I like them to be hidden. So I've put that one in there, and I've got another one, so we'll have a look at that in a bit. But for now, this is my first vendor. So I've actually merged the popcorn bin and the vendor into this gypsy fortune teller thing. And I've put a pink disco ball in there, which I'm not sure if I'm keen on. It does seem to show where the market is, so luckily people spawn like in the front here. And also, I'll show you where I am on the map. So I'm right near Aaron Holt Homestead, and this is where that event happens where you have to go with your shepherd's crook and shepherd all of the Brahmin. So luckily people pass through here quite often, and I think that my vendor is quite visible from here. And you might be able to hear in the background here, I've got Xerxo, which I've dressed as Mr. Fuzzy because I'm obsessed with these outfits, and we found a vendor with loads of Mr. Fuzzy tokens for like 1 cap each, so I end up getting a load of Mr. Fuzzy outfits. This isn't my favourite bit, but I just think he needed a special area for himself because, well, he's special, isn't he? Got the weenie wagon recently for, I think I paid 30,000 caps for it. I had a load of caps I needed to spend quite quickly, and this was there. I didn't have quite enough, so the Dino Lord bought something from my vendor so that I'd have enough to buy it. And I've got another vendor here, got the arrow pointing down at it, and I've got my rocket here. So I put it here, and you can actually use it here as well, so I thought that was quite cool. I wasn't sure if I would be able to or not, with it being up this high on one of the structures that is actually just part of the map. Oh yeah, so I actually built this on, see the little shed bit here? This shed bit here is actually just part of the actual map. I'll show you, if I activate a different camp, you should be able to see. So if I activate camp 2 and take this one away, you'll see this is what it was before I built. So it was just that little shed, which I really liked. I like building off existing structures. I just think it's quite fun. Plus it saves a bit of budget, doesn't it? So you can see the barrels. That's where I had my little rocket thing on. So let's activate the camp again. So let's take a bird's eye view so you can see. So there's the existing little shed that was already here, and I've just kind of built around it. We'll have a proper look around like this in a little bit. So the actual outside building is nothing special, but we've been watching a guy called Nuix, and his videos are incredible, and he always says, build small, decorate big. And if you haven't seen his videos, I would so recommend you go over that. I will put a link in the description of this video because that is where we learn most of our merging techniques, which you'll see a lot of in this video. So I've got this barrel, which was already the existing barrel that was here, and I've just put some bits on it. And then in here, I've decided to make this like my meth lab inside the shed that was already here. So in order to get all this, I've meshed the TV aquarium in here. I've meshed a candle into it. I've seen somebody doing this on YouTube. It was a girl, and I can't remember her name at all. If you know it, let me know in the comments. So she put a candle in the TV aquarium. So I put a candle in it, and then I meshed the whole TV aquarium with the candle into my chem bench. And as you can see, there is a spike trap underneath it. and I had to put a spike trap underneath it to be able to get the rest of the stuff in. So I wanted that barrel in there, I wanted this in here, and some things wouldn't go. So if I put a spike trap underneath it, when you activate the spike trap, that goes and you can fit other things in then next to it, and then you reactivate the spike trap, you fix the spike trap and it comes back, so it's handy. And this has got a rug under it because sometimes you need a rug to be able to place things in certain places. The fermenting station also has got a spike trap underneath it because the bin wouldn't go in there whilst that was in there. So yeah, and I really wanted that bin in there because in certain lights, perhaps not in this light, but when you put down, you know, the weather station for Atlantic City or something, it really shows off the shadows of that. I don't know if I turn this off. There we go. If I turn my actual lamp off, it looks a lot better. And you can see the shadows of it look so good. I did have the Atlantic City thing in here, but it looked a little too moody for me and I wanted it to be quite bright and joyful, you know? So I've just got some of the posters on the back there, which I thought were fitting for this room. We'll take a look in the main building in a bit. But I'm just going to go around the back here. Oh yeah, I do have the dog kennel here, but it's floating. I'm not keen on that. Don't look at that. Don't put that in your voting. Don't put that in your voting. Pretend you've never seen that. Got the morbid well. And then I've got my Adhesive Farm here. So this is just 10 of each crop. So 10 mut fruit, 10 corn, and 10 potatoes. And then I've got the turbo fert there so that I can just replenish them once I've picked them. This is the tractor that came on the current season battle pass. I really liked it. Season pass, whatever it is, you know what I mean. So have you seen my second generator yet? Have you noticed it? That's right, it's inside the chicken coop. So I've drop merged that inside there, as well as a little lamp because I just like having it a bit lit up. I thought it looked quite nice. And the generator seemed to fit quite nice inside there. You can see it sticking out the back a little bit, but I'm not too fussed about that. As long as it's kind of hidden. Just adds to like a kind of a mechanical thing, as if there's like some sort of a control panel at the back of the chicken coop, you know? So that is my farm. And then I keep my power armor station in here with my water purifiers. And the bug zapper is just kind of for atmosphere. Okay, now we've looked around there. Let's go and take a look around the actual house. Oh, I've made suitcases and the Blue Ridge storage box as like steps to go into the house. Because I couldn't put stairs there because there wasn't enough room. And there was a tree that kept growing here and I kept bumping into it all the time. And I didn't know what to put over it. You may have noticed there's a rug there that's stopping a tree as well. So the Dino Lord suggested I make like a makeshift staircase. I have seen a few people doing crazy staircases with suitcases and it looks pretty cool. So I've just done a small one here. And the stash box, I hate the stash box so much. So I have hidden it. Sorry, not the stash box, the scrap box. It's so big and annoying. So I've hidden that inside my popcorn machine. So you can access it at the corner here. So that's really handy. So coming inside here, I've got a shelving unit, which I've actually merged into my weapons workbench. And I've also merged some items onto that. So what I've done with the merge for this one, I drop merged the items onto the shelving unit, and then I put the weapons workbench in there. And if you see down the side there, there is another trap. So you activate the trap, then you place the cupboard, which has got the merged items on there, then fix the trap, and the weapons workbench turns up back there again. I had to do the same thing with my Helvetian display stand as well. So that's all. There'll be a lot of traps. This is probably taking up a lot of budget, to be honest. So if I activate that, you'll see that disappears, and then we can see the weapons workbench one there. So if I activate that, gets rid of the weapons workbench, and we've just got the display cabinet. So let's fix that again. Now let's fix this one. And the Helvetian display is back too. So this is my sort of workspace slash kitchen. And I'm really happy with it. I love doing this. I really did. And I just didn't want to stop building, but I had to because of budget. So the way I got these plants and stuff on the shelves here was by putting them on a mat, which you can't see because it is underneath there. And then using the camp module to raise them up to the right height, and then putting the mats down underneath here and then covering them up with other things. So this is the stash box. It was in the Atom shop recently and it was so cute, I just had to have it. So I've actually drop merged that onto my armor workbench. And you'll see here another spike trap because I wanted to merge these two cabinets together so that it turns into like a corner unit. I drop merged the sink and I drop merged the cooker into these as well. And that was before I put them in place and put this spike trap here. I drop merged the sink too far because I didn't like the, it has like two of its legs sticking up if you want to see the bottom inside the sink. And I didn't like them sticking up, so I drop merged it one step too far perhaps. I lifted it up and I wasn't keen, so I dropped it back down and put some plants in the sink to cover up the the work surface that's underneath there where it should be a plug hole, you know? So then this here is my bedroom area, and there is a lot here that I had to fix and drop and all kinds of... Hang on, where's my bells gone? Oh, don't want to get my weapon out. I wanted to put my bells back. Why are my bells not on here? I don't know why they came off. They might not be in the right order now. I had them in a good order. Don't hold this against me in the scoring, please. That's better. So yes, this is my bedroom. There was a lot of destroying. I had to actually flamethrower the walls and stuff on this one as well to get all this stuff in here. And I can't lie on the bed unless I move this big giant thing. And I sometimes just move him over to here. And then I get in the bed when I need to rest if I want the extra XP and stuff. And then I just put him back. But this, I merged the Mothman tome into this cabinet. And then just pop the TV at the back onto a suitcase. If the suitcases and stuff don't go on there, just use a little rug. This rug you see on the floor under here, that is just the best thing. That is the best thing ever. If something won't go on something, put that underneath it or on top of what you want to put something into, and usually it's just fine. It's brilliant. So yeah, you'll see behind here another trap there, and that's because I've got like the throne merged. Well, I should say I've got the ammo box merged into the throne and then the bed merged into that. This is one of my favourite storage boxes, the Vault 94 stash box, and I've merged that into the edge of the bed as well. I like everything looking all close and cluttered. You know, when we first came to this game from playing Ark for so many years, we were just so used to building big. And then we'd build big and it would look so sparse because of the budget. And then we'd go to other people's camps and we'd see them all cluttered and cool, and we'd be like, oh, I really want that. So it's been hard to get out of the mindset of having a huge space. We had to on Ark because we had to keep dinosaurs in there and have a kibble farm and stuff. But here you don't need that, do you? And I find it more impressive when you go into a small base that is filled with things than a big build on this game. So that is what we've tried to do here. The Dino Lord will probably show you his base in the next video, and you can rate that as well, because his is just insane, to be honest. He's really gone to town with this stuff. So I put plushies pretty much everywhere that I can. I've drop merged this little desk into the empty space on the Tinkerer's workbench as well. And then the clown is inside the circus box. So I drop merged him inside that. And then I've put two of these bookcases sort of back to back so that it filled out the space a little bit more, and drop merged some items onto there as well. And I love that planetarium lamp so much, so I've put two of those in here because in certain lights, it's not doing it right now, but in certain lights it really has a nice effect on the room. And I've got my Nuka-Cola rug in there. I got a couple of rugs on the floor in here as well. So yeah, that is my camp. And like I said, it is my first real go at merging. Why hasn't he got clothes on? Xerxo, I'm doing a video, he's showing off, look at him! He knows I'm making a video and he's taking his Mr. Fuzzy costume off and he's just naked in it around. Oh my god. Mate, you are nuts. So anyway, hopefully Xerxo's winning me some points here, eh? And off he goes. Fancy yourself one of them nurses outfits or what? So yeah, give me a rating from 1 to 10 and let me know what you think. Be kind. Like I said, this is my first proper go at merging. And I'm quite pleased with it. I really am. I just wish I had the budget to keep building. But like I said, crops are taking up a lot, and this was just supposed to be a farm. I ended up cutting down the amount of crops and getting a turbo for it so that I could build more stuff in it. I hope you enjoyed a look around this camp. I will put some videos out on how I did some of the merges and stuff if that's something that you're interested in. And if you enjoyed the video, maybe give it a big thumbs up and perhaps consider subscribing. We're going to be putting out a lot more Fallout 76 videos because we are completely hooked on this game. And if you've got any more tips on merging and things like that, please let me know in the comments below, and go and check out Nuix if you haven't already, because that guy is just the bomb when it comes to building techniques. Thank you so much for watching, guys. Have a great day and take care.
Get the bell on.
Thank you for your cooperation.